right here, cash. But I managed to get both of my parents, who have been separated the entirety of my life, to agree to drag race both of their cars. All it took was a 3-mile long drag strip and a little bit of cash persuasion. Both of these cars have been modified on the channel. My mom's Solstice, which she's had since like 2006, we turboed, and then we wound up putting an LS3 in, and we actually installed a full turbo kit on her car.
No sh**. You put a new exhaust on it.
You have a turbo on your car now.
Are gonna freaking kill me.
Is that all you're worried about right now?
It's so freaking, oh my God, what did you do? You put another engine in it?
That's a V8.
Oh shit.
And then my dad's car, which I got from for Father's Day, we did an engine swap with an RB25 and a pretty big turbo.
I didn't see it. I wasn't looking. Let me take a picture of it. Oh, cool.
Do you know what this is?
Not for me.
Yes, it is.
What is it?
It's a Skyline.
Oh my God. Oh, nobody's ever done this. Holy shit. You don't want it?
I got it for you.
Never had anybody do anything like this for me. Do we have to say anything? Is it a whole new engine?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh my God, you didn't tell me that. Wow.
Wow, good shift. I'm impressed.
There was a Mustang behind us.
Damn, he's not wrong. First up, we have my beautiful mother, who I'm very, very, very surprised was willing to agree to this.
You asked, and how can I refuse?
Now her car, I feel like a lot of you guys don't think she ever drives because it is pretty rowdy, right? It's got a big Texas speed cam and an LS3, but you actually drive your car.
I drive it a couple of times a week, depending on the weather and where I'm going. It's loud. So when I leave in the morning, if I'm going to the beach and walking, I think my neighbors might hate me. I love my car. I've always liked this car.
What's the fastest you think you've ever been in this car?
Maybe 65
So,
on the highway.
Part of our agreement, and my mom is basically going to determine where the finish line is. So if she's comfortable to go to 150 miles an hour, we might be doing a half mile. Your car would run out of gearing, so that's not even an option.
Okay, I will do my best. I will try. I can drop the steering wheel down and it blocks the speedometer anyway.
Perfect. What do you think about your competition?
We'll see what I can do.
All right, now this is my dad. You guys have probably seen him in some videos before. I knew that he would agree to this race, if I'm being honest. Ever since I gave him this car, he's been racing every single thing he could ever get a chance to.
Pretty much. Yep, sounds good. I'm used to competing in this particular arena. The best man or woman who's going to win anyway, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
You kept calling me for like 3 weeks because you thought I was joking.
Yeah, knowing you, Adam, anything can happen. And
You were practicing before you came down here?
yeah, one run on a highway with police officers, you know, so that was a little bit limited. Bring back my 16-year-old to 20-year-old days when I did this stuff. Kind of, well, maybe I'll just say unethically.
What's the fastest you've ever been in your car?
92 miles per hour, 145K. I mean, I like it. I get a lot of attention compared to my old Chevy that I have, and get to talk to a lot of kids that want to buy it all the time and everything.
Someone would go up to him and say, hey, that's a really nice car. And my dad was letting just random kids drive his car, which is, it was great. That was really great of you, but we don't do that in today's world.
There's a lot of interest wherever we go. People want to know, whoa, that's a nice car.
Now just to show that this wasn't a gimmick, we got the grand prize right here, cash. They ain't seeing this, let me tell you that much. Or maybe they will.
Can't say that.
Yeah, maybe we should bleep that out, Mike.
Bleep that out.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're a little cautious.
You have anything you want to say?
It's all good.
We're gonna get this done for you.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
We're about to do some practice runs, but before we do that, we're gonna go back to the compound and we're gonna take a deeper look at how these cars stack up and see if we can predict who's gonna win. There are 3 important factors that are gonna make a difference as to whether my mom's car is faster or my dad's. Weight, power, and the only thing that connects the car to the ground, the tires. We put the cars on some scales and my mom's car weighed in at 29.92 pounds. My dad's car weighed in at 29.22 pounds. 70-pound advantage, but I found it interesting. The Solstice obviously weighs a little bit more than stock because it has a V8 when it naturally came with a 4-cylinder. And my dad's car actually weighs a little bit more than it should stock. Maybe the RB25 Neo is heavier than an RB20, but I was hoping that the Skyline would have way more of a weight advantage because I know that it doesn't have a power advantage. We're lucky enough to have our own dyno here on site so we can compare the power outputs of both cars in the same environment on the same exact dyno instead of comparing numbers. And honestly, my dad's car's never been on a dyno, so curious to see what it makes, see if we can predict who the winner of the race is going to be. So I know that this car in the past made 430 horsepower on the dyno over at Titan Motorsports. I want to run it on my dyno, which historically reads a little bit lower than elsewhere, just to make sure we have a perfect apples to apples comparison with my dad's car. My mom makes 400 horsepower, as I predicted, a little bit less than 430, but I can tell you right now, I don't think the Skyline's anywhere near close to this. I genuinely have no idea how much power this car makes. It was street tuned, it's never been on the dyno. It probably actually has some power to be had with some messing with the tune, but RB25 Neo, stock location 3071, your guess is as good as mine. All right, so 323 wheel, actually better than I thought this car would be. It's at about 10 pounds boost. I imagine the tune's pretty conservative, knowing that it was going to my dad. Knowing how similar the weights are, I think my dad is going to be at a massive disadvantage. I thought there was going to be maybe like a 20 or 30 horsepower difference. And as much as I'd love for my mom to win, I don't want this to be a walk in the park for her. So I think I'm going to ring up Jamie and see if we can add a couple pounds of boost to this thing to at least maybe shoot to get it in the 350 range. Now there was this stinky old MAF still on the car, even though this car is on a standalone and it's map based. I think we just never really had the time to change it. And filter's old and stinky, and then as you guys know, having a MAF is pretty restrictive for airflow. So I got my dad set up with a new K&N filter, same stuff we used on the race cars. I had a little 45-degree 3-inch pipe left over that I kind of rigged up to make work, but now my dad will have a filter that lasts and makes good power. Just got off the phone with Jamie, and he was comfortable to turn this thing up from 10 pounds of boost all the way up to 14 pounds. Still conservative, still safe, but is it going to be enough to make a difference? Just cracked 350 horsepower. 30 wheel may not sound like a huge difference, but look at this. Not only is he making 30 horsepower more at redline, all of this power underneath the curve, literally from the second that the turbo comes on around like 3,500 RPM, he will have that power everywhere. So it's not like some cars where you add more boost and you just pick it up at redline. It should transform the way that the car feels. We do still have a pretty big power differential between this car and the Solstice though, so he's gonna need the driver mod. Looking at the power to weight ratios, it's clear that the Solstice definitely has the advantage, but that only matters if it can put the power down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take both cars and we're gonna go do some test launches, and we're gonna look at the 0 to 60 times for both cars and the 60-foot times. If you're a fan of drag racing, you know that the winner of the race is usually determined what happens in that first 60 feet. So I'm gonna use a little GPS device to get some data to see how both cars actually perform. First up, we have my mom's Pontiac Solstice. This car is on 245 R888Rs. Pretty sticky tire, and I imagine it should put down some good results. Interesting fact, I'm gonna launch the car in second gear because first is pretty much useless. This is the gearbox out of the factory car, and it's geared for like a 4-cylinder. Look, a 2.2 second 60 foot is definitely not the greatest, but being on unprepped concrete with a street tire, pretty solid. Mid 4 seconds 0 to 60 in a manual car, very good. I don't think that this car is going to be able to do the same, but you never know, the good old Skyline might surprise us. Now this car, knowing that my dad likes to drive it year round, it's actually in 215 basically all seasons, the PS4S. It's a good tire, but I don't know that it's gonna have the stick that it needs, so we'll do a pass and figure out if we need to level the playing field. cars are actually a lot more evenly matched than I would have expected. I'm sure it helps that we turned up the power a little bit on the Skyline, but as you can see from the 60-foot and from the tire squeal noises, the Solstice definitely has a tire advantage, and we know it has a power advantage, and I don't want this to be a clean sweep, so we're gonna hook Dad up with a set of NT01s for the rear. This is a 235/40. Even though the Solstice has a 245 R888, NT01 is a similar, if not maybe a little bit more aggressive compound, slightly less wide, but will be a way better match than what the tire is on it now, and should give my dad a fighting chance even though he has a power deficit. Now that we got NT01s on it, let's see what it could do.
30. 60.
There it is. With the NT01s on my dad's car, we were able to shave almost 2/10 off of the 60-foot, improve the 0 to 60 time to almost be the same as my mom's car, and now I think we've got a pretty even matchup. My mom's got more power for the top end, but my dad's got a little bit more dig off the line. Now I think it's just up to the drivers.
Most random call I got over the radio. They chased off a Bobcat twice.
Really?
So just to let you know, I wasn't trying to, if you see a Bobcat, just want to let you know. I know, I'm not even joking about it. I'm dead serious.
Can I stop and pick them up?
No, don't do it.
It's the last thing you need to be telling my mom right now on her practice lap.
But just a heads up on it, all right?
All right, so in addition to all that we've talked about with racing, we want to keep an eye out for Bobcats. So what I want you to focus on, you're going to start in second gear. Try to go until you hit red line. Okay. But then just make sure that you're not pedaling it and you're floored, because that's when your car will be fastest. Okay. And then whenever you don't feel comfortable anymore, that's when I'd lift. All right, let's see what you can do. Nice. There you go. Shift to third. Floor it. All right, shift. All right, I'd let out there.
What?
So let's slow down a little bit. So what we got to work on, you roasted the clutch. I'm going to teach you how to start a little bit better. Yeah, so when you're leaving the line, you don't need to slip the clutch. You can almost just like kind of dump it.
Did I do okay?
You're going to need to floor it more.
I was floored.
You floored like halfway through. You didn't do bad, but like, look, my dad's not going to go easy on you. You got the car, you just got to put the pedal to the metal. We'll try an exercise next time. I'm gonna be like, oh, there's a truck coming behind you. Quick, you gotta go.
No, you don't have to do that.
Great, great, great. Yep. Floor it.
There's a car.
You're good. Floor it. Shift. Way better.
I have my bags underneath my clutch.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
yeah. Oh, you got an apple down there? Is that a half-eaten apple?
yes, I put it there because there was no garbage.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get it cleared out. That was great.
Was it?
I want you to try to shift a little faster right now. Just move your, yeah, that's better.
See, I'm so scared.
You won't, you'll never miss a gear. You won't, I promise.
Getting it in reverse.
Now go quick 3 to 4 right now. There you go. So now we just do the same thing again, but you do that and then you'll be great. Great timing. You want to redo it?
What happened?
You slipped the clutch a lot again.
No, I didn't. I let my foot right off of it.
No, you slipped it. I could smell it.
I thought that was my tire.
No, you slipped the clutch, but then you burned the tires a little bit. Great, great, great. Shift. Floor it. Great, great, great job. Shift. Great job. Keep it floored. Keep it floored. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And we'll finish right there on that white line. Perfect. White line right before 13. I'm going to put the finish line markers. That was a great run. How'd it feel?
Scary.
That was good.
Thank you.
This is the first time you probably went that fast in this car ever?
Hell yeah. I think I might have had it up to 80.
Yeah.
Maybe 90.
No, that's great.
doubt it.
I think my dad's gonna try to overdrive the car. You're just nice and smooth, and I think you got a real chance.
Good.
As long as the pedal's touching the floor, that's all you got to do with this thing to go fast.
I know I need a recording of you in my ear. Floor it, floor it, floor it, floor it.
Oh, that was good. I think you got a shot.
Good. I will do my best.
I'll tell you when the finish line is. We don't have markers up right now, but it's gonna be a little bit before the 13.
We are racing together versus at watch.
Yep. And we'll, you're probably not gonna need to go into 5th gear.
Okay, no.
When your hands come down. All right. That's gonna get you. 4th. You're gonna need to go to 4th.
I'm gonna need it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's good off the line though.
Yeah.
3rd gear ain't what it used to be, huh?
No, it's good. I just never went into 4th. I never practiced.
No, this thing's fast, huh?
Yeah, no, I never used 4th. I mean, I couldn't do it. I don't practice that way, obviously.
So right now, just go 3 to 4, just to make sure you know where it is. 4. Yeah, perfect. That's all.
Maybe.
Wow, that was great. 3rd. Good job, good job. All right, 4th. Keep going, keep going, keep going. The finish line's gonna be right here. That was excellent.
I burned out too much at the beginning, though.
That was still good though, you stayed in it.
Yeah.
So you're like, your body knew exactly to stay in it until it gained traction.
Right.
That was, so you'll slow down and then you'll use the left side
I've
to
been doing
turn.
this since I was 16 years old. Unethically.
Cars were fast enough to burn tires back then?
Wow, some of them were not mine.
Yeah, your 1-2 shift is gangster.
I had 2 practice runs. Adam said I did good. Bumper was hanging a little bit low. He's going to fix it. I've got to use 4th gear.
I think you'll be good.
That was great.
Was it?
That was really good.
I don't know what's good and what's not good.
Look, you left some art.
Oh my God.
Do you see him leaving skid marks? I think that was in 2nd gear. That like strip right in front of the white patch. That's you.
Wow. I
So
just
you
kept
did some
going.
painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, but.
Are you ready for another practice?
No, look good. You're doing one more.
Yeah.
All right. Man, your shifts are so good. 4th gear. All right, and finish line. So I'll put some markers up there. That was good. I think the only critique I have, 2nd gear, you're just letting it ring out a little too much, and that's why it's not wanting to shift. So if you shift 2nd a little sooner, you'll be good.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling? No, everything is good here. I can only do what I can do. This is my practice today, and it's going to be fun, and that's about it. So make it happen.
Nothing's gonna fly into the pedals?
No, Colette took my apple core.
All right, we got race number 1. I honestly have no idea who's gonna win. I think my dad's a little bit more scared of the speed than my mom is, which is kind of a surprise, but I think there's some nerves in all of us, so we'll see how it goes. Good? Yo! My mom was, oh no! She let out! Oh, she got spooked. I know. She got scared from the tire spinning. Oh, if she stayed in it, she would have been good. We'll talk to her and see what she thinks. That was such a good launch.
And what happened?
You got a little scared from the tire spin.
Can we just point this out though? You had him. That was one of your best launches, and you had him. And when the car settled down, if you went the rest of the way, that was yours. So I know it was a little comfortable when it got loose.
I just felt it was going this way.
So the worst thing you can do in that scenario is to lift all the way. you can kind of like feather it. So if you want to do that next time, all you got to do is kind of feather it a little more in second gear, and then when you're in third gear, it won't do that.
Okay.
But you've done this enough times where you know exactly what you need to do.
I know. I just, when it did that, it freaked me out.
I know. Well, we're really proud of you. You had him off the line. That was great.
I know. I thought, and the car settled back down too. I was like, she's out of here. So just do the same thing and just
If
stay,
it gets
stay
squirrely, just keep going.
Yep.
Yes.
You'll be fine. I believe in you.
Okay.
You know how to drive. Think about all those Connecticut snowstorms you've driven through. This is nothing.
Yeah, the 360s in the driveway.
Yep. It wasn't a false start. It was a perfect start. She actually had you, but she spun out and spooked herself a little bit. How'd your car feel?
I felt I got good shifts that time, everything. I mean, it might have been a little grind, but it was good.
I mean, it sounded great from the outside.
Yeah, no,
so
it was good.
hopefully my mom will have the courage to stay in it, and I think we have quite the close race.
Okay, good. All right. Yep. I didn't know what happened to her, you know, and I saw that I started pulling a little bit ahead, and then all of a sudden she was gone. I said, I can't be that much ahead of her, you know, but she had a false start.
All right. Well, we'll line him back up. All right. Let's go, Mom. Come on, come on. I think my mom just got him. What a comeback. Yo, she's still in it. Way past the finish line. Oh, she's gonna be so excited. Oh, I'm like 99% sure. I'm gonna call Johan and find out. Oh, that's gotta be such a good feeling. Yeah. I wanna see that in car. I really hope she's like, look, Johan's calling me right now. Johan, who got the win? Mom got the win, let's go. All right, we got a tiebreaker ahead of us. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Johan. Woo.
Ooh, it's all down to this.
I know. What a great job.
Yeah.
What the friggin'? You do this all the time? Oops. And he does this all the time?
That's you by yourself crossing the finish line.
The first one I really messed up.
What happened?
It got squirrely on me,
Oh, okay.
and it scared me.
Yeah.
I don't want to spin
Start
or
off like
flip or anything.
Right.
So that's two. There's one more to go, right?
Yep.
You got him.
Oh.
Great job. You got the win. You knew that though. I saw you stop and talk to Johan.
Because it got squirrely again with me.
Yeah, but you stayed in it. So you had to do.
Okay.
How'd it feel to get beat by a girl?
No different.
No, I mean, your driving was great too. Like, it seemed like a really solid run. I didn't hear you grind any gears.
I did a little bit, yeah.
Did you?
I mean, I always liked my car. I don't believe you do this all the time.
Can you imagine that you just
know.
went probably 120 miles an hour?
Thank you, don't tell me that.
Yeah, I know, we don't want-
wasn't
Yeah.
even
We don't want to
looking.
know.
Yeah, well, that's legal. This is the first time.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But it's still here. You're going 120 miles an hour. You still want to back down.
I just don't like the beginning when I get squirrely.
the good news is the more you guys go, the hotter the tires get and the more traction you'll have. So, we got a tiebreaker, the best 2 out of 3. You won one, you won one, and this is going to be who gets the cash.
Wonderful.
All right,
Thanks for the
Talk about pressure. Yeah, I know.
all right, we got the final race. Winner takes all. Who's going to take it? I have no clue, but I'm really looking forward to seeing who it's going to be.
I'm going to do my best, guys.
Come on, Chrissy, you got this.
All right, she stayed in it. Let's go. Oh, it looked like both of them missed gears. Wow. My dad missed third. My mom let out because she was spinning. She's gonna be so happy.
She got back into it.
I know, it was great. She was bouncing off limiter. I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for my dad because in my head, he was gonna take the win. My mom was gonna not floor it, but she figured it out and she floored it.
She overcame her fears. The car got loose. That was her biggest fear, and we saw her like in real time face that, let out, and keep in it. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of her. I did at first think your dad has such good launches that he was gonna take it, but that was awesome.
Did I get him?
I don't even know what he did that time.
Yeah,
Did I get him?
you got him. Well, I don't know what.
I got squirrely in the beginning. I think he was nervous of that. But I didn't cross over the line. Something smells funky.
Okay.
That was so good.
Wasn't it?
You-
I got squirrely?
Yeah, but you stayed in it. You did exactly what we said, and you overcame your fear getting sideways, and you stayed in it, and that was awesome.
That was nice, Chris.
Where's that at?
Thank you. I couldn't even look at you. I didn't want to know where you were.
Nah, I missed the shift and I really got behind.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
You stayed in it. You were full sideways.
I know. You scared the hell out of me, and you're yelling in one ear. Colette's going in the other ear saying, just stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. And I'm like, And
That's what you gotta do.
I almost didn't shift it. I let it hang, and
I heard.
I let it hang in third too long.
I think that would have been a really close race, but my dad missed both gears. So
I didn't know what happened
Yeah.
to him.
you won. You happy?
Yeah, I'm just,
Yeah, I bet.
you know me. And I was looking at the line, making sure I didn't go over the
If
line.
I had the good shift, it would have been real close.
The case is broken. Oh, I know why. This is the wrong code.
Duh.
All right, it was a close race. I'm not gonna lie, Mom. I don't want to say I had my money on my dad because I thought that he was gonna win, but
Because I chicken out.
look,
I kind of did.
he definitely had a huge disadvantage before. Prior to the race, I gave him better tires and turned his boost up to try to give him a little bit more of a fighting chance. But congratulations,
Thank you.
you took the win.
Thank you.
You know,
All in the shifting, I knew it.
so
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
don't feel bad. That's great.
But I don't.
Yeah, don't feel
I
bad.
bet you were rooting for yourself. Were you?
I wanted to do it because you asked me to do it. And you know how chicken I am? So I said, all the stuff you'll do for me if I ask. I had to do what you asked. But you know I was
You did great.
to death. Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Love
And
you.
I mean, yeah, you did your first drifting, like pretty much halfway down the runway. She was stayed in it. I thought she was going into you.
Yeah, I was straight though, wasn't I? Pretty
You were
much.
straight.
Yeah, I was straight.
You just weren't in gear.
I know.
So I line you guys back up. I know that you probably didn't like that run because you missed your gears.
Yeah, but that's the way
You want
it
to do
is.
another one just for fun? You still get to keep the money,
Sure.
unless you want to double or nothing.
No. Nope.
All right.
I'm not stupid.
We'll do
Yeah.
another one for fun, and
Yep,
then
okay.
we'll circle back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, we got a bonus race just for fun. I know my dad's probably not satisfied with that last run grinding the gears, so we'll see if he can get the win, if he can make all the shifts. It looks like she might get him on the back half. Yeah, man, there's no replacement for displacement. But that was a close race. My dad got his launch and it sounded like he went through the gears good, so hopefully both of them go home with a smile on their face. I gotta say, like, I expected way more bickering, but I feel like there's just like so much tension and wind in the air today.
Yeah.
I apologize if the audio is not the greatest or if it looks weird that I've been like doing this all up in my parents' face, but I'm trying to give you guys good audio quality. This was like one of those shower ideas where it's like, oh, well, what if I made my parents race? Oh wait, we have a place where we can do it, and they both have cars that are fast. Maybe they'd be down. My dad was pretty down, but he thought I was joking. Then my mom definitely took some convincing. She is so petrified as a passenger. You guys have seen the reaction videos.
Stop! Adam! Adam! No! Get me out! Let me out of the car!
and as a driver. This is probably the fastest she's ever gone in her life. This is probably the only time she's ever left a light like this. And to see the smile on her face definitely is something special, and I hope you guys enjoyed kind of watching this all go down.
That was for fun. I got nervous. I caught him out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, oh, sh**. Thank you.
That was close. Maybe you had me by a quarter of a car then.
I caught you out of the corner of my eye, and I caught that, and I forgot to shift. Then once I shift, then I started to move
Yeah,
more.
but it looked like at the line you were like a quarter of a car ahead, but which was enough.
That was good for a rematch.
Yeah, definitely.
That was good.
Well, you still got the win.
Yay.
Good work.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any
It did it when it counted.
any final closing thoughts?
Next year.
What about you?
That was fun. Do I need to do it again? I don't think so.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming out. I definitely did not think this was gonna happen and thought this would be like one of those ideas that just dies off as, oh, imagine we did this, so.
Yeah, no, it was all good.
It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
So, thank you
Thanks,
guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Thanks.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you see one of these two at the light, better watch out.
When you said
The